Are you thinking about moving to Phoenix area, wondering about Mesa? Mesa has such diverse housing choices, from new construction to older homes, from condominiums to custom homes. Mesa has it all. And today we're going to give you a tour. You're going to see the community, highlights, recreation, shopping, and housing. Hi, this is Diana Benson with eXp Realty and The Great Escape, where we help people move to and around Arizona. So if that appeals to you, make sure you remember to subscribe and don't forget to hit the bell so you'll get a new video every time it comes out. You know, people call us all the time that are moving to Arizona, and we just absolutely love it. So if you ever have any questions, please call or text at 480-534-3789, or all my contact information is listed below. But now let's talk about Mesa. Mesa is located in the East Valley in Arizona. It's the third largest city in Arizona and the 37th in the United States. There are 509,475 residents as of the 2021 census. Now the median age was 32. The average household size is 2.68, and 50.6% are females and 23% are under the age of 18 years. It has a household median income of $61,640. Now, for employers, Banner Health System is the top employer. It has 8,321 jobs. Then next is the Mesa School District. And finally is the Boeing Company, which has 4,600 employees. Now, the average commute to work is 24.8 minutes. Mesa, Arizona is located in the Sonoran Desert. This means that it has mild winters and very hot summers. Now, July is the hottest with the average high of 106 degrees and the average low of 77 degrees. The hottest temperature was in July of 1995 at 122 degrees. I remember that day. The planes could even take off from the Sky Harbor International Airport. Now, the coldest month is December with an average high of 67 degrees and an average low of 40 degrees. There are 301 sunny days in the valley each year. Violent crime is lower than the U.S. average, and the cost of living is close to the national average. Now, Mesa was settled in 1878 by the Mormon community. It was then incorporated in 1883 by Dr. A.J. Chandler, who later founded the city of Chandler. Now, it was a 1 square mile with 300 residents at that time. Today, it's 133 square miles. The streets are on a grid system, making it really easy to get around and very difficult to get lost. It's only 30 minutes from Phoenix and has 2 airports within 30 minutes. Now, the light rail is available through Mesa through Tempe to Central Phoenix. There are 10 colleges in Mesa with over 40,000 students. Now, Mesa Community College is ranked #1 community college in the country and has approximately 20,000 students. They offer 150 programs. You can earn your 4-year degree without ever leaving the campus through their partnership with NAU. Now, Governor Ducey also signed a bill last year allowing the community college to offer 4-year degrees. They're in the process of conducting financial studies and may be offering bachelor degrees in the near future. Then in 2020, ASU broke ground at the Mesa City Center, which just opened this year. It is the first media production facility of its type for young artists and designers. This will really bring public programming and events to the community. It's a 118,000 square foot building with 2-acre park. Now, Mesa, Arizona is close to other activities, including the Salt River, tubing, fishing, kayaking, and swimming. And don't forget the beautiful horses and wildlife. Now, there is Saguaro Lake and Canyon Lake. They're only about 20 to 40 minutes away. You know, many years ago, we used to have a boat docked at Saguaro Lake. We spent every weekend there swimming, water skiing, camping, and fishing. But you have to be really careful, because they're all man-made lakes, and therefore they release water and the water level fluctuates. So if you spend the night camping, you might want to make sure that your boat is really anchored far away from the shore. Otherwise, when you wake up in the morning after they let the water out, your boat will be beached, and you can't leave there until they release more water into the lake that night or a few days later. So that means you're going to be in the sun. You're going to be sunburned, you're going to be hungry, and you're going to be tired. Now, there's also a shooting range in North Mesa, and there's also hiking at the Usury Mountain, where you can camp and hike right in town. There are all levels of hiking, from the Wind Cave for the young or old to the challenging for the most experienced hikers. And also, don't forget, you're only about 1.5 hours to Payson, 2.5 to Flagstaff, where you can play in the snow or ski at Snowball. You're about 3.5 hours northeast only. Or if you want to go 3.5 to 4 hours to the Grand Canyon, 2.5 to 3 hours to Sedona. San Diego is only about 5.5 hours. Las Vegas is about 6 hours. But right here in town, you have the great restaurants for all tastes, for casual meals to the most elegant dining. You have dinner clubs, comedy clubs, shows. Many people come here for the Cactus League, home of the Oakland Athletes and the Chicago Cubs. In 2023, they're going to be starting on February 24th through March 19th. The Cactus League is played at Sloan Park by Mesa Riverview. Mesa Riverview is also the home of Bass Pro Shops Mesa, which is now part of Cabela's. It was voted the #1 outdoor great retailer by Sporting Goods magazine. You could spend hours in this 170,000 square foot store with over 3,500 area artifacts. And it also has an 18,500 gallon freshwater aquarium and a restaurant. They also offer classes and seminars. It's just a must-see. Now downtown, we have the Mesa Fire Truck Museum, there's the Art Center, the Mesa Amphitheater, and one of my favorites, the Arizona Museum of Natural History. I can remember spending many days there with my 2 sons when they were young. It's an absolute boys' paradise. I mean, what boys don't love dinosaurs? And don't forget, there's also Sunsplash Water Park in Golfland. It's Arizona's premier water park destination. It has a lazy river, thrilling rides like the Sidewinder and the Storm Riders, to very kid-friendly areas as well, and a wave pool. Now, Mesa also has the largest relief airport, known as the Phoenix Mesa Gateway Airport, which used to be the Pryor William Air Force Base. Now, they also have shopping centers, including the Superstition Springs Mall. There used to be another mall too, the Fiesta Mall. Now, that mall declined over the years in 2014. In 2016, there were only 35 stores left, and finally in 2018, they closed. Now, there's been many attempts to redevelop that mall. There are 2 owners currently, and the mayor has been working with them, trying to get them together on some future plans. In fact, they're very hopeful that they're going to have some announcements coming in the very near future. Now, there's also shopping at the Kohl's on Baseline and Stapley Roads, with stores like Ross's, Old Navy, tons of restaurants. And finally, there's upscale shopping at Dana Village at Dana Ranch. Here you're going to find AJ's Fine Foods, Chico's Loft, Kierlich, Payway. It's conveniently located right off the I-60 freeway and Bella Vista Drive. But what about housing? For housing, we're going to take a look at the map. Okay, so we're headed to the map, so we can kind of show you some of the neighborhoods and a little bit about the town. So, first of all, Mesa is kind of an L shape. It starts over here on the 101, and then just slightly below the 60, it heads east. Then it goes down here to the East Mark, the Phoenix Mesa Gateway Airport. We can go back up here by Usery Mountain and then straight back to the 101, and that's kind of roughly what the borders are. So we're going to show you different types of neighborhoods today, and we'll go ahead and start with just right downtown Mesa. So we're going to show you some of the neighborhoods in that area, and I think we're going to go ahead and start right about here at Stapley and Broadway. Right here in this area. Let's take a look. So what you're going to notice is that most of the neighborhoods here have lots of trees, really mature trees. They're going to be ranch style homes. They're going to have one garage or a carport. Let's get turned around a little bit here. Oops, we're on a busy street here. So we're right on Broadway. We're going to try to go right on this corner here if I can. There we go. So you can see the actual neighborhood a little bit. So you get a really good feel. Like I said, the mature trees, the ranch style. Now, there's another area that we can head to that also has the mature trees and the ranch style. So let's head out to one of those neighborhoods. That won't be quite as old as where we just were in the downtown area. Let's head over to Dobson Ranch. There we go. Now, in Dobson Ranch, you're going to see that the homes are built up on a lake, and there's even right here is a little golf course. let's take a peek what this looks like. Here you're going to see 1 and 2 story homes. Most of them have garages. Again, they're the ranch style. A lot of these back right up to the lake. I think this street does right here. There's an example of our 2-story with a 3-car garage. So now in Dobson Ranch, you're going to find that most range from right around $215,000 to $840,000 with an average price of $525,000 or about $275 a square foot. Okay, so let's zoom back out now. So now, but what about if you really want that Arizona experience where it's more desert landscaping, for instance? So we're going to head up north to find that. We're going to go right up here, really close to like the Usery Mountains and up in that area. Here we go, and right in Las Sendas. Now in Las Sendas, you're going to find just a really large variety. There's going to be custom homes, there's going to be track homes. You're going to have many of the homes back to a golf course or a desert belt or even a green belt. My little guy doesn't want to go down there and show you though. Let's see, you'll see all that natural vegetation. You're going to see that many of the homes here are going to be in gated communities. Yeah, see like right here is there we go. See, there's a gated community there. They're going to be the Spanish style homes. You're going to have 1 and 2 story homes. Let's look on the other side. You see they back up to natural desert belts. Now in this area, the homes range right about $380,000 to $2.3 million, or right around $325 a square foot. Okay, so now you've seen that natural desert belt. You've seen the older homes, the downtown area, a lake community. So now let's head over to some new construction. So to do that, most of the new construction is either up north up here, or it's going to be over to the east side. And we're going to head southeast in this case. It's just right here. So here's the east mark. And you'll see right here is the Phoenix Mesa Gateway Airport. And then just south of east mark, you're going to find a subdivision called Cadence. You'll see that this area is still under construction. Many homes are being constructed right now. Most of them are going to be, they're all going to be the Spanish or contemporary style. They're going to be 1 and 2 story homes. They're going to see a large variance on lot sizes. And there's so many different builders down here. So you're going to see a lot of different amenities and different quality of construction with the different builders. Now they range mostly from $490,000 to $975,000, or right about $288 a square foot. Okay, so those are 3 traditional neighborhoods. But what about the 55 plus communities? Well, as long as we're right down here in Cadence, just north of there is Eastmark, and that Eastmark has both the traditional neighborhood as well as the 55 plus community. So we'll head up to the 55 plus community. That's located right in here. There we go. Okay, so here is your Encore at Eastmark. It has, they're all going to be 1 stories, of course, because it's a 55 plus community. And you're going to see a lot of really nice vegetation. It's going to be mostly that natural desert vegetation, but there's also going to be the nice green belt areas as well. Okay, so in this area, you are going to find that the prices are right about $328 a square foot. All right, we're going to go to visit one more 55 plus community. It's really not that far away, but it's a little bit older, so it can give you an idea of what other types of neighborhoods are available in the area. So we're just going to scoot right up. Here we go. So now in the Sunland Springs Village area there, it was built from 1985 to 2002, and prices range mostly from $235,000 to $640,000, or right about $260 a foot. They also do have attached and detached homes in the area, some back to natural desert belts. There's also a golf course in the area. Some have golf course views. So there's just a lot of different variety there too. So anyway, that's 255 plus communities. So that hopefully gives you a really good feel of all the different types of neighborhoods that are available in the Mesa area. And of course, we're just scratching the surface just to kind of give you a little bit of feel. But I hope you enjoyed this. If you have any questions at all, I'd love to help you get to know the area. I appreciate you watching another episode of The Great Escape, where we help people escape to their next chapter. And we'll look forward to seeing you on the next video. Or again, feel free to give me a call at 480-226-1925, where all my contact information is listed below. Thank you.